Nate from That Sports Reactor, and I am back here once again, you guys, with another reaction video. And today we'll be continuing the NFL Draft Prospect Review Series, where I take a look at a whole bunch of NFL Draft Prospects and rate them on whether they'll be beasts or they'll be busts. And today we'll be taking a look at none other than Utah State quarterback Jordan Love. Love is a guy who we actually, I have no clue where I think Jordan Love is going. He can either go in the top 16 or the bottom 16 where it looks at now. He's not locked to any teams, kind of like Joe Burrow and Tua and, a couple other guys are locked. I don't really think he's locked to a team yet. And today, man, we'll be seeing where I think he may go and how I think he would do in the NFL and rate him on whether he'll be beast or he'll be bust. Man, if y'all are interested in NBA, NFL, XFL, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below and like this video if y'all want me to do more like this. And if y'all want more NBA 2K, more Captain Sheesh, man, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. But if y'all did all that, y'all know the drill. Let's get it started. But yeah, man, I think the Jordan Love situation is kind of different because, like I said earlier, nobody really knows where he's going. You would think kind of like a team. I'm hearing he can go somewhere between, I say 10 and 32. He's definitely a quarterback. I think kind of like how you look at not comparing already, but you look at a Lamar Jackson, a Deshaun Watson. A lot of those, and Patrick Mahomes went 10, but you could still kind of use him in that situation. A lot of those guys went not low, so to say, but not top 5, and I think that's better. I mean, obviously you have Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all those guys went top 5. But you look at the guys like Deshaun Watson, like Lamar Jackson, like Patrick Mahomes. All those guys went low, and you look at Watson, man, he's with Texas. Obviously, before the DeAndre Hopkins trade, he looked like he was in a good situation. He looked like they were going to be locked for the playoffs a lot in his career, man. And then you look at Lamar Jackson and MVP and what he's been able to do. And then obviously Pat Mahomes, MVP, Super Bowl MVP, got him a championship in, and the way he's been able to just turn the league around himself. And I think everybody looks at those three quarterbacks kind of say, hey, they didn't go top 5. They went, 10, 12, 32. And they went those picks and are doing better than some of the guys who went 1, who went 2, who went 3. So I think you look at those, and I look at Jordan Love as that type of guy, because obviously you're looking at Herbert, Tua, and Joe Burrow as the top 3. But, you really can't forget about Jordan Love because he can sneak through one of the teams, kind of like the Saints. Maybe a couple other teams, could go up and try to grab him. And he might do well with those teams just because he was later picked. I mean, you look at even though I do think Love kind of had a down season last year, look at his 2018 year. He averaged 3,567 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, and 6 picks. And then kind of looking at last year, 3,402 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 17 picks. So, I mean, yes, when you look at that, you may say that's not, you may say that is a decline, and you might not know which way, you want to put him on, like, all the list of the quarterbacks. But still, man, I think he's still going to be a guy that you could count on in the draft to make some plays. Obviously, he has his flaws, and coming from a small college, but I still do feel that he can be a great quarterback in his league. Looking at, he can run the ball like you see there. He has a good arm enough. Like watch this, man. He has like a good arm to where he can get it through. But I mean, if you're talking like Jacksonville, man, Jacksonville can use him. Obviously, I know that they're gonna go Gardner Minshew this year, most likely. But hey, if they kind of change their mind on Gardner Minshew and what they think Gardner Minshew can do to their team, he can be Jordan Love can be a perfect acquisition for them at that 9th overall pick. And then obviously, you look at New York and say, hey, they drafted Sam Darnold, and yes, he hasn't been what they thought he could have been. Obviously, the injury, the injury last year, and then the year before, not really exceeding expectation of what they thought he could be. But he's not that bad. But you never know, they might go ahead and say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jordan Love, kind of bring that competition, and Darnold, if you went out, we'll trade Love. If Love beats you, we'll trade you, and we'll still get some good pieces for what we drafted in Love. And then you look at a team like Denver, you may say, obviously, Denver has their guy. They have Drew Lock, the dancer Drew Lock. But I still wouldn't think that they wouldn't even look at and hope to take a shot with him, because I would if I'm Denver. That team hasn't really been, after Peyton left, that team hasn't really been anything, so to say, like, winning wise. And I, you still got Von Miller, you still got Cortland Sutton, all your guys that can really, be playmakers for your team. And I think adding a rookie quarterback at that is going to help your team get to that next level, to where you say, hey, Denver football is back. Like, Denver football, Denver have some loyal fans. Saying Denver football is back. We need to bring in a quarterback. We like Drew Lock. Drew Lock is good, but we really haven't seen him play that much. So bringing in another rookie would not only, I think, get Denver fans happy, but I think, working with Denver football could really bring them back to possibly the top. You look at another team. You may say New England. You may say New England. Why not trade up at, New England, who's at 23? Why not, possibly trade up if they think he's going to a topper team, or even if he falls to New England hand? I wouldn't see why. Bill Belichick wouldn't want a guy like Jordan Love, man. I wouldn't see why, they wouldn't want to trade up for a quarterback, knowing that TB12, kind of just left the team, and knowing that even though TB12 did leave, they could still have another quarterback come in and just be that guy, and maybe can build, with the Patriots organization. Because you look at the Patriots organization, they were a dynasty, man. And, kind of losing the piece to that dynasty, it's not the best. Losing a piece to your dynasty is not the best. Like the Warriors, man. They lost KD. They lost Steph to injury, Clay to injury. So look how they did this year after losing pieces to their dynasty. And then you look at the 24th pick. You look at the New Orleans Saints. And knowing Jordan Love will have to sit 1 year behind Drew Brees, learning from possibly one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Drew Brees, learning from him would be perfect for Jordan Love, man. I think just having Jordan Love under Drew Brees would be excellent for him, and excellent, for what they're trying to bring in with the team. And, knowing that he's going to go in having Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, having a stacked defense, Traquan Smith, possibly Emmanuel Sanders if if the Saints don't win a championship, and knowing that this might be Drew Brees' last year, the Saints will be excellent to get Jordan Love, man. I think that'll be a good piece for them, and definitely will help them out in some ways, knowing that, Teddy Bridgewater did go to Carolina, and kind of seeing that, hey, we are missing out on the QB, and bringing him in would be perfect for us. But other than that, yes, you guys, that is it for the reaction video. I am Nate from That Sports React. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Peace.